Hi guys, the name is Mark and I just want to do a quick little video here, and basically I'm going to talk about a few things at once. So I guess the first thing I want to address is a lot of people that are watching these politicians and stuff, and especially in the States and stuff like that, and they're going, well, Donald Trump's a freak and Hillary's a freak and all this stuff and all that stuff. And basically, people, here's the thing, okay? You all run around and you watch all these videos and you talk about how this guy's a psycho and this guy's gonna play people and you spy on your neighbor, and the whole thing is just batshit crazy. So in a nutshell, everybody's telling me, well, doesn't this concern you that like this guy could be the next Hitler? And I'll be honest with you people, no, it doesn't. And I'll tell you something, my biggest malfunction is, never mind the fact that this guy may be Hitler, but you as American taxpayers or Canadian taxpayers or taxpayers around the world, you consistently subject yourself to this kind of slavery. And myself, I just don't get it. Like myself, people say, well, doesn't that bother you that Trump might be a psycho or Hillary's a psycho? Well, let's put things into perspective. Clinton was a psycho, Bill Clinton's a psycho, Hillary's a psycho. Just look at the Clinton Chronicles. They whack people faster than you can say poo. So like effectively the whole thing is nuts. So everybody runs around and, oh, we're scared of this guy, and now it's all fear-based, and so we're scared. And then I asked them, well, what are you going to do about it? Oh, nothing, I guess. So you're getting all mad about something that you're not going to do something about. Let me tell you something, people. If I don't like something in my life, I eradicate it. That's it, that's all. If it smells like shit, looks like shit, and then you clean it up, it's still shit. So the bottom line is, you know, why would I pay their taxes? Why would I pay, say, Canada's taxes so they can fund wars in Israel, so they can bomb my Palestinian neighbors and bulldoze over little homes and stuff with babies in it? Like, I'm sorry, people, but, like, some people got some pretty serious fucked up, you know, imaginings about things. So they all complain, they all bitch about this, they all bitch about that, and then they go out and they vote for more liars. Like, well, what do you people expect, right? You know, you want to let a freak into your home? Well, that's exactly what you're doing on TV with a politician with a TV in your home, right? That's why they're called tell-lie vision. Obviously, lies, vision, you know, visual lies. So anyhow, people, that's one thing I wanted to address. So the bottom line is, myself, people say, well, aren't you scared? Well, why would I be scared? Even if somebody were to hurt me tomorrow, it's on them, not me. Why am I going to live my life in fear? But I'll tell you one thing, I am not going to pay anybody my tax-paying dollars when you're not helping people. When I see people hungry in our own backyard and I've got to give them the shirt off my back and the whole 9 yards, and I care more about things than what the government does, that's why I said I'm not a Canadian. I couldn't take it anymore, right? You know, the Charter said I have the right to enter in, remain in, and leave Canada. I said, bye. I couldn't get out of that fast enough. And then people say, oh, well, you know, you should support the system. I want to support a system that calls me crazy, calls me a terrorist. That's something else. Let's talk about terrorists. Right now, there's CBC and all these other channels, and they're talking about somebody, and they're saying, well, he's a paper terrorist. Again, let's put things into perspective. Who's the paper terrorist? The guy who's just saying, hey, I simply want my kids back. I would like my kids. You know, they stalk him, they pull him over, they dislocate his arm. I think that's how the deal went. And then so he tries to have them charged for, you know, malfeasance and neglect and abuse and everything else. And then they say, oh, well, you can't charge us. We can charge you, but you can't charge us. And therefore, you try to charge us. Well, that makes you a paper terrorist. So, I mean, let's talk paper terrorists. Who's the terrorist here? The government? You come out to your car, oh, there's a ticket. You come out, your car is towed because you're in a strange zone. They're throwing you in jail. They're abducting people's children. I know all about this shit, people. And the bottom line is, abducting your children is just big business to these people. It just keeps the court system busy and these court people employed. So I'm not dissing Canada. I'm not dissing Trump, whatever. These people, they can run around and do whatever they want. It is not my concern. And then people say, well, aren't you concerned about your health and safety? No, people, if you want to run around and live in fear, I'm telling you now, this is just a meat-coated skeleton. When you die, you're going to leave this anyhow. So are they going to do anything to you then when you're light? I mean, honestly, people, who cares whether I'm here or I'm in another plane or... when you come to this realization, you're free, but you have to stop feeding the monster. You can't give tax-paying dollars and then turn around and then call these people crooks. Therefore, if you don't do anything about it by allowing them to be crooks, well, that effectively basically says you're partaking in the fraud too. You follow me, people? By not doing something, you're partaking in the fraud. And, you know, everybody likes the truth until you give it to them, like George Carlin says, then you're an asshole. So if that makes me an asshole, that's all right. I'm quite content to live like that. I don't tell people what to do. I am not going to start stalking these people and telling all these government officials what to do. I told them what to do by not paying taxes. There, I don't like you guys. You guys are all crooks. You guys are all a bunch of fraudsters, you know, and then you want me to help pay for your fraud and help destroy homes overseas and attack little brown kids and poison their water with plutonium and uranium. And, you know, is this what you people really want? So I just wanted to address these two things with the paper terrorism and the whole 9 yards. And, you know, who's the terrorist? Somebody who throws you in jail for paying an unpaid fine? Meanwhile, now you're in jail. It's bad enough you didn't have the money to pay the fine. Now you're in jail, and now you can't make your mortgage payment while your wife and kid are in that house. And then they come along and they take your house too, because now you're in jail. And you can't make your mortgage payments. Like, look at things, people, you know. The bottom line is this. I'm tired of everybody complaining. I'm tired of people not doing anything. And the people who do nothing, they're the ones who complain, you know. I don't expect everybody to turn around and renounce their citizenship, and maybe you have government jobs, and maybe you're a good government employee. That's fine with me. You know, like my buddy says, man, if you're going to do a job, like he would tell his kids, I don't care if you're a garbage worker. Make sure you do a good job. I don't care if you're a doctor. Make sure you do a good job. You know, so, and there are good people out there, you know, like even the police. I see all these people bashing the police, and it's like, people, if you run around bashing people, you're going to get bashed back. It's natural law. You don't poke the bee's nest. You want to sit beside the bee's nest? Nothing's going to happen to you. That's natural law. But the minute you start going jab, 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 pokety, 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 well, I'm sorry, but you're going to get what you asked for, which is, you know, a million bees. It's just that simple. You have to be smarter than the bees and the bee's nest, and which really isn't complicated. It's like, by not doing anything, you do more to stifle these people in their nasty, naughty transactions than if you fund them. Why would I fund some government to buy bullets so they can go kill my neighbors? Wouldn't that make me a killer? Like, I'm sorry, people. I know you people don't like the truth, and, oh, well, you know, you're an asshole for telling me the truth. I'm not telling anybody what to do or nothing. People come to my site, they watch my videos, that's it, that's all. I don't help them do anything. It's like, if they want to do something, they will take charge of their personal life, and they will do something about it. Just like I did. I wasn't expecting my mother to do anything for me, or the government of Canada, or nothing. If I starve tomorrow, this is my choice. This is my gift of free will. And you people have to understand that. So the bottom line is, I don't care. If you want to vote for psychos, you're going to get more psychos. And then people say, well, you have to vote for the lesser of the evil. Wait a second. So now a bit of less amount of evil is acceptable? Like, really, people? Like, what kind of messed up, frigged up society are we here? You have to take a look at simple shit here. It's just that simple. So anyhow, people, the bottom line is, I'm going to leave it at this. Like, you know, if you're all running around and you're complaining about something, but you are not willing to go and arrest these criminals or whatever it is, then you're only going to get more of it. Even, you know, I watched that North Dakota pipeline and all that stuff, and it's like, these poor natives, man, like, their land's been stolen from them, their water's been stolen from them, the oil companies are poisoning your water, and what are you going to leave for your kids? That's the question. Never mind if you don't care about yourself. I don't even have children, and I care more about your children than probably a lot of other people care about their very own children. Like, this is how messed up of a society it is. So anyhow, guys, the bottom line is, if you guys want to complain and all this and that and not do anything to remedy the situation, well, you're only getting what you deserve. That's all I can say. I mean, it sounds nasty that I have to say this, but it's like me. I'm not a Canadian, so I'm not in agreement to a cop shooting me or tasing me. You want to shoot me, you want to tase me, that's on you. I can live with that. I'll turn the other cheek. I have not an ounce of violence in me, you know. And then I watch all these people, well, it's us against them. No, people, it's not us against them. You want to rein these people in. Even if they're psycho, you somehow want to show them love. Maybe that's the love that day that's going to change their world. You follow me, people? It's like, it's no different than your dog. Your dog is a puppy and it keeps nipping. And you keep saying, no, 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 no bites, just kisses. You know, be gentle. They learn that. This is all a learned behavior, and you guys have all been programmed. Okay, you follow me here? programmed. You're programmed in school, you're programmed in work. I mean, you know, you work during the week, right? Maybe you might get a little weak at the end of the week because you're working in during the days, maybe a haze, the week days. So you're in a daze and you're weak from your lack of energy because you've been working a million hours in a week, and then you're working for a net pay, you know, it's all part of the net plan. And what would you get at the end of the week? A net pay, for God's sakes. You know, you're in a net, the internet, right? It's no different than Webster's, stirred in a web, maybe a web of deceit. That's all this stuff is. So every time somebody's babbling, man, babble, babble, Babel, get out of Babylon unless you want to partake in her sins. You follow me, people? Okay, so the bottom line is, start giving yourselves credit. You say, well, I can't do this or I can't do that. If you don't like Walmart, stop shopping at Walmart. See how fast you've affected them? Do you follow me, people? You don't like these maniacs? Stop voting for them. You don't like these maniacs? Stop paying your taxes. If you can't stop paying your taxes, well, then you should not complain when the authorities are coming to arrest you. I mean, you're going to pay for these people to come and arrest you? You have to have rocks in your head. I'll tell you that. Myself, I don't care what's going down, but I'm not going to live my life in fear. I'm not going to torment other people. I'm not going to talk about these elections. I don't even watch these things. Why would I watch something that would make my blood boil and anger me, and then I'm not going to do anything about it? I think that would make me a moron. You follow me? So, anyhow, once again, people, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this video finds everybody well. Seriously, man, I got a heart on me like the size of Texas. But, you know, at one point I wanted to save the world, but the world's not ready for it and they don't get it. So all I can do is, out of my time and my generosity, is I can espouse and share some of my simple knowledge with you people. That's all I'm out to do. I am not judging an ounce of you people, okay? Because judge not lest ye be judged. That's just the way it goes. So anyhow, I'm going to leave it at that. Till then, keep your heads up, your sticks on the ice, and much love, peace, respect, always. Cheers. Bye.